Hi everyone, it's Vicky. Today I'm making an autumn journal and I'm using a dusty pink, some brown colors and some yellows. So I'm just digging through my piles of papers that I've got here. I'm starting with this 6x6 scrapbooking pad and I'm just pulling out a few pages here, and I'm going through some of my stash, just pulling out things that would match the color. And I'm making this journal 8.5 by 8.5 inches, and that will be folded in half. And I think that's a traveler's notebook size. I didn't actually look it up before I started today. I just wanted to spend some time crafting this morning. And some of these pages I'm folding them up, but later I just tear those edges off because I don't need that many flip out pages in my journal. Now I'm looking at my 12 by 12 paper pad and I'm looking for a cover. And I like the look of this one. Sometimes I save my really pretty papers and I don't use them, and I've decided it's time to just use them up. And here you can see I'm using a large envelope. I'm going to use that as one of my pages. And this was a digital printable from Antique Papery. I bought a set at the beginning of lockdown and it had 600 pages, and I just love all these colors. I think they work with this journal so well. And this was from my friend Gail in America. So thanks, Gail. So the large piece here is my cover, and I do try and make it a bit wider, but I probably should have made it wider than what I did. I didn't allow for it to wrap around the signature, but you'll see I do find a way to fix it. And you just have to remember with your cover, you see I've just realized there I made a mistake, that you want the picture on the right hand corner. So I'm using my cover as a template to tear out my inside cover. I am using 2 pieces of scrapbooking card because that cover that I've got isn't very thick and I would like it to be a bit firmer. So I'm just tearing it to size. And I'm not folding it hard, I'm just pressing it. And I'm going to use a bit of glue. This is a glue stick. just to hold it in place, and then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew around the edges. And I didn't sew all the way around the edges the same. I did a bit of zigzag and a bit of straight stitch, and I used a black thread today, which I don't normally do, but I just decided to try something different. And so I've arranged all my pages the way I want them, and I'm going to try it in the cover and see how it fits. And there is where I see that my pages are too long, so I need to move things around and make the pages fit. And in a little while you'll see that I do have to tear some pages down to size because they are just too big. And that's the fun of making junk journals. You just keep adjusting and changing things until it works for you. So my signature still sticks out of my cover, and I'm going to need to make my cover a bit wider. So I have this jute ribbon that I'm going to cut to size. I'm going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to sew it on sewing machine. I used white thread this time, and I'm going to glue it down to the edge of my cover, and that'll make my cover wider. And I'm using Beacon 3-in-1 to glue this down. And now is my favorite part when I sew it all together. So I'm using 2 clamps, and I've got some sharp scissors, and I am using my thumb as a guide to show me where to put that first and second hole. So it's about a thumb's length from the edge of the page, and then one down the middle. Don't stab yourself. And then I've got a needle. It's got a blunt point. It's quite large, and I'm just going to put that through the holes. So I go through the middle one first, then I do one side, I go all the way to the other side, and then I come back through the middle. and I've tied a knot, and now I've decided that page irritated me, so I've torn it out. I could have done that in the beginning and saved myself a lot of wriggling around, but anyway, that's what happens. And this is what my journal looks like. I'm happy with the way the colors are and the pages, and the next video I'll show you how I decorate some of the pages. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.